Hi, David Breslow here. I'm founder of Personal Best Academy, author of Wired to Win, Mental Keys to Play Your Best Golf, also a weekly contributor to the Golf Channel, guest on the Golf Channel, and mental game coach to PGA professionals, also PGA professional wannabes, and lots of amateurs all across the world. And it's really interesting. I've been doing this for 25 years, and one of the most common questions I get from golfers is, how do I take my range game to the course? So I finally put together an audio program that's called Bring It On, how to really take your range game onto the course and play your best golf every time. Now the reason I put this together is because so many golfers that I have spoken to over the years have asked me this very same question. And instead of explaining it all the time, I decided to put together a nice, easy to use, easy to understand audio, which also comes with a study guide, of course, and there are several free bonus gifts coming with it as well. But what I wanted to do, because what I do is not your traditional sports psychology, and the conversation is very different, so it's going to be a 4-module program, beginning with Module 1, where we're talking about how to set yourself up for success. And I'm actually blowing the lid off of what most people think about as a mental game. So your view of the mental game will never be the same after Module 1. And in Module 2, I'm going to talk about 2 of the biggest things, the obstacles that get into the way of people going onto the golf course and playing their best, and those have to do with expectations and fear. And then Module 3, we're going to talk about what to focus on and why. And in this module, people are going to learn some of the laws that I teach everybody who are my private clients. And this is really what separates the conversation I have with the traditional sports psychology conversation. Because when I start talking about laws, that's when everything starts to shift for people. It's been unbelievable to me to watch how many golfers start to shift so quickly, because the laws are very precise, they're very predictable, they're undeniable, and the best part is they're provable, and they don't require your belief or your opinion. And that's what's really interesting about them. And a law is simply something that's true for everyone, everywhere, at all times. That's what makes it a law. And that's what makes it so much fun to talk about, because as you hear it, you realize there is no loophole. There's no gray area. There's no place to hide. The law is the law. You can't mess with it. You can't change it. It applies to you just as well as it applies to me or anybody else. And that's the beauty of working with the laws. So that is a very different conversation. And in Module 3, you're going to learn the laws that have to do with what to think about between the range and the golf course, and on the range as well, and why to do that. So you'll have the full understanding of why it's important to do that, instead of being told once again to just think positively. I'm not going to tell you that. And then it's all wrapped up in Module 4, where you're actually beginning to have a new vision for practice. You're actually going to come into your practice with a new state of mind, and you're going to be able to take that onto the golf course as well. So you're going to have new definitions of what practice really is, and of what competition really is. And whether you're competing on the golf course or not, this whole program is about you being your personal best on the course every single time. So you're going to be able to take those great practices when you're hitting the ball really well and actually go to the first tee and continue to do the same thing, instead of what so many golfers do, which is practice really well, go to the golf course, start to hit some really poor shots, get emotionally imbalanced because they're reacting to things, and negativity and fear and all these other things start kicking in. You're not going to have that problem anymore. So this 4-part audio series, again, comes with a study guide, so you can use your own customized answers to some of the exercises in there as well, and along with the free gifts. So this program is available specifically for golfers. So I really hope to hear from you, and would love to get your feedback when you purchase the product. Thank you, and take care.